Hello. Do we see my tan? Yes, I'm wearing my By Felicia braids. Yes, I am. So I'm here at a a native family owned inn. I'm looking at their sign, native family owned inn on the island of San Andreas. Um, I will absolutely post their name and a full photograph of the property and everything when I'm leaving, like I did with the spot that I was in Peru. I'm not going to show where I'm actually at until I'm leaving. In any case, though, I wanted to talk about how I missed one of my days here. Again, I'm going to be here for a full month, like I was in Peru. And I was supposed to only be in Bogota for a layover of it's pretty right at 24 hours. But I get to the airport and I didn't realize that I was supposed to have a return ticket already bought and paid for. I didn't know. My son picked this island for me. He thought he had done his research. Not only did he not know that, but he also didn't know that there was an entrance tax. So I get to the gate. I'm early. And at some point while waiting for the flight, I see people line up and I'm like, okay, well, what's the line for? And they tell me you have to pay your entrance tax. And I'm like, oh, okay, how much is that? It's only $32, $33. But, you know, I don't really keep cash on hand. It's the best way. I keep my money in something. It's in an asset. I don't really want my money to just be. I was thankful I had the cash. I was thankful I had the cash. And so I sit back down after paying my entrance tax. And now it's time to board the plane. I get in line, close enough to the front of the line, and I'm asked for my return flight ticket, the proof of when I'm leaving. And I'm like, I didn't know I needed that. I'm going to be here for a month. Everyone must show proof of when you're leaving, or some kind of way the young lady put it. I got out of the line because I'm frustrated because this is now the second thing I didn't know about that I didn't read about online. I'm frustrated and I'm annoyed, and it's literally the last possible fucking minute. And they are lining. I'm sorry, they're boarding. They're actively boarding the flight, and I'm dependent upon the Wi-Fi in the airport, and I'm gonna come back to that in a minute. And the Wi-Fi or Avianca's website, I'm not sure which one, because I didn't try another airline, which in hindsight maybe I should have. But Avianca's either Avianca's site or the airport Wi-Fi, something wasn't cooperating. I couldn't get the ticket bought, so I missed the flight. I'm not proud of how I behaved at all. You know, if they had not been introduced to a black woman from America's bad side, I introduced almost that entire gate to it. I ain't proud of it. I was pissed. And I thought I still had some time left because it was like still another 15 minutes before the flight was even supposed to leave. They left early, to be honest, keeping it real. They left early. So I'm pissed. I'm showing my ass. And I sit down after demanding another supervisor to come talk to me. Because the one that was there, keeping it real, my bad attitude to the side, she wasn't great. And so I'm sitting there. They send someone over. They must have already told her about my attitude because she came over extremely timid. And that's the part that's got me feeling super ashamed. She was extremely timid to talk to me. And, you know, you can't redo it. So I ended up getting, and anybody know me, you know I don't like getting free shit because they assume that that's why you behaving that way. No. I'm behaving that way because I feel like somebody fucked up. And it might have been me or it might have been both of us. Um, I got a free room and, well, comped room, comped dinner. The hotel provided the shuttle to get me. Anyway, I was taken care of for the night and they rescheduled my flight. Um, and I flew out the next day, which actually I liked better because had I flown the day that I was leaving, it would have been dark and I wouldn't have got a chance to see anything my first day in. Which isn't super important. I'm going to be here a month. But you know what I'm saying. So I flew in the daylight and I liked that better. So going on from that, the Wi-Fi situation. I flew to Florida specifically to get international calling. I did not do that because I ain't paying no $300 extra a month on the phone bill. Whoever want to do it, y'all go right on ahead with your deep pockets. I'm not doing it. I'm not finna have no $300 plus dollar phone bill just so that I can have international. No. So I will be dependent upon Wi-Fi when I arrive in these countries, the airport Wi-Fi, and I will buy a chip for their country when I get there. That's how I operated in Peru. That is how it will be here, and that's how it'll be at the next place that I go to. And so the chip works fine. It gives you Wi-Fi. Most of these companies, restaurants, everything, they're on WhatsApp, and I communicate with my son and my family. I communicate with them through WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger. So the Wi-Fi and the GPS, that's really all I need to navigate being somewhere I don't know where I am. Not paying no $300 plus phone bill. One thing I kind of wanted to mention, and anyone who's from any South American country, don't get offended by what I'm about to say. It could just be my simple, literal American ignorance. I don't know any better. This is now the second country that I've gone to, and I want to say that at every hotel that I've stayed at in Peru, and the one hotel that it was two hotels, the one that I paid for and the one that the airport comped. The two hotels that I stayed at in Bogota, Colombia, and the 3 different places that I stayed at in Peru, there were no washcloths available. There were no washcloths. So I don't know if that's an American thing, using washcloths, to the point that I'm saying yesterday when I went looking to buy a beach towel, I went in the store. They had regular bathroom towels, and they had, the hand towel, the longer towel, but it's still a small one. They had the hand towel. No washcloths. I happen to travel with like 4 or 5 washcloths in my suitcase because I use them for sweat rags. You can see my makeup all over this one. I use them for sweat rags. And so I have washcloths, thankfully, because of that. And I have multiple because I don't know how long it's going to be before I can do my laundry again. But I don't know that washcloths are used here. I haven't been offered a washcloth at the hotels nor at the Airbnb, including here. So just FYI, if you've not traveled to any South American countries, and let me be clear, I am intentionally not staying in the Americanized places. So I don't know what they do with the resorts and the beachfront resorts and hotels and things that are specifically catering to white America. I don't know. Maybe they have washcloths there. I'm talking about at the places that I'm staying that are I'm intentionally trying to get immersed in the culture, immersed in the people. So unless you're staying at somewhere that is, American owned and operated, you might want to come prepared with washcloths. Now, piggybacking on that, the next thing I'm about to say applies to that as well. Unless you're staying at an American owned place, they don't flush toilet tissue. You know how we still have to tell silly females to not flush their personal sanitary napkins for whatever reason in America? Because it'll mess up the plumbing. You cannot flush toilet tissue here. It'll mess up the plumbing. I thought I would share those two things simply because I ain't seen nobody talk about them in videos, YouTube videos. My son didn't even talk about it. He did mention to me that he didn't, that while he was in Cusco, they didn't flush tissue, but that was it. So I thought I would share that. I'm gonna share some more videos, obviously. I wanted to keep this well under 10 minutes, but we're at 10 minutes again. This is my second time doing it, so this is the one I'm posting. Y'all have a great day.